rocket like rocket fuel.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely my bets are off.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers.
All day, baby, all day. Here we go, here we go. Like 20! It's 59, like the 59. I'm on.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So throw again on second down. Garoppolo. This pass complete to Higgins. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Right left. Watch it.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
2nd and 12 at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
Screen 18. Mike.
Switch up, switch up. Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Moss. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Get 300. Get 300.
Buzz. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I got you.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Mike, 56.
Hey, dude.
56. Time to go night. Check safety.
Check inside.
26.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
65.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 180.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Black 80.
Check pass. Hey, check 24.
11. I got you.
You got motion there. You got motion there right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Garoppolo now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
11.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
You ain't doing nothing today.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Packers, nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
88.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
65.
On play action, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. Fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
21.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got Higgins over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready,
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
13. 11.
54, right there.
Hey, my 7.
Garoppolo on first down. Here's Higgins out on the right side. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
I got you.
Be ready. 59's Mike.
Hey, gun.
I got him. Mike's 59.
I got you.
59.
Lock.
Get in the weight room. Mike.
Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Hey, alert, alert, alert.
Check three.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, alert, alert, alert.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, defense, let's go. Inside. Hey, take 26. Smooth.
Shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit.
Hey, flag.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
65.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Sponge. No. 59. Watch the slant. Mike 5'9".
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he finds a man on a crossing route. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
26.
Check 13. Back.
Also over here.
Show it up.
Look at you.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Yeah, let's get second.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Check 59.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
You got tight right there. Slam.
12. Hey, gun. Hey, Foxtrot.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Throw left side to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. So we got man. Mike 50.
13. Stay hot.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. For Marshall, that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
54. Here we go. Bang.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So now, just like that, things changed dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, gun.
Man, move it. You gotta get that. Check 59, Mike.
11.
I got you. Kill.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. He's got Burton here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Switch.
It's Coleman here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Hey, one set. Check, Mike.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Check. We are going. Check. Box it. We gonna get up.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch gears.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This throw caught right around the 6. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Crunch time, defense.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And an alley to run. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10.
Don't get nervous. Deuce.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a second and long.
Here we go. 180. Two.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Burton. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Time is Ringo. Time is on Ringo.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Garoppolo now. This pass complete to Higgins. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, gun. Check.
And what's that? And what's the ball?
Hey, Haywood.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go. I got this.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
I can't believe it.
Orbit.
Right there. 54, right there.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 49 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Cut.
Rodgers now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, Couldn't turn it into much more.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Now they try the right side here, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with an extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here we go, here we go.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
11.
Garoppolo on first down. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick me up. Here we go. Omaha.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 180.
I'm here all day.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Underneath to the tight end, Burton. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and they'll get him down right around the 16. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here we go.
11.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Garoppolo to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
10-30.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Come on now, let's go. Wilder.
Jack, all right. Get 300. Get 300. Get up.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
54. I got you, pop. Right there.
Hey, exit.
54, Mike.
Rodgers to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Come on. You better break. Whip.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And that's going to tie the ball game at 27 all. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a handoff working right. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
58. Hey, take 26.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Back north.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
18. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with 4th down coming up. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. From the gun, Rodgers. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Green Bay, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss.